the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as and we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Korver and LeBron are the wings. Kevin Love out there with Jay Crump. And it's Calderon in at the one. Now that we're into the season, some small injuries, and in some cases, Doris, big injuries have already occurred. Is this where teams' depth really gets tested?
You know what's striking and what separates the NBA from college basketball on any other level to me is the players on the end of the bench who could go a stretch of 5 to 10 games and not be at all a part of a rotation. But where an injury occurs, Kevin, they are forced to step in and contribute right away. And it speaks volumes about the level of professionalism for those players who are able to not play, to not be getting any minutes at all, and then step in when required and be effective. Truly an incredible thing.
Oh, great look at it.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Korver, no luck.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Thompson misses.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. I'm not sure how he missed that one.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Livingston kicks to Durant. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and some nights, you know, the starters carry the load, and then there's others when it's about the bench. That night, the bench won out.
Well, they came to play for sure, and it took the pressure off that starting unit, which is exactly what you're hoping they would do.
Here's Green, following the basket by Kevin Love. Outside, Green to the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love.
We know Pachulia likes physical contact and loves drawing fouls because of his aggressiveness.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. Well, you wouldn't think about it with the position he plays, but, you know, Doris Pachulia is an underrated playmaker, very knowledgeable about how to space the floor, and also can drop a perfect pass to a cutter if you let him.
Well, he's the near-perfect teammate because he always understands the role that you want him to play. High IQ, he sees the floor, and he's very unselfish, Kev. He likes to make that extra pass.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
LeBron passes to Korver. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Clock at 6. Crowder sets a screen for LeBron. And it's off from three-point range. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 5 points so far. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to James. There's the pick. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
Here is Cook. to the paint. Here's Iguodala, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, Andre Iguodala is such a physical player. His frame allows him to take contact and get a shot at the goal.
Young's checked in for Green. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Smith outside. And here is Green. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago. It's rebounded by West. From deep three-point. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that.
Wow.
And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
This guy's impossible.
And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the champ.
For me, at a younger age,
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Green is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Dwayne Wade.
I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the 3.
Cook dishes to Young. 3 on 3. Wade has the open look. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And, of course, playing against their NBA Finals opponent from a season ago, they hoisted the Larry O'Brien Trophy and sent this club home empty-handed.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Prize checked in. Here's Young. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Wade. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Green kicks to Wade. Tries again. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the All-NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Now, here's Livingston. He's guarded by Calderon.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Crowder. Warriors with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And offensively, that night, it seemed like anytime they took 1 step forward, they'd end up taking 2 steps back.
It didn't seem, Greg, like they ever got any rhythm on the offensive end. They were in a hurry to get their shots off. Really difficult to win that way.
Calderon with it. He averages about 5 points a game. Love outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Warriors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Wade. The kick out to Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Crowder goes in.
Jay Crowder, such an efficient scorer, right, guys? I mean, this is one of the league's best finishers, especially for a guy 6'6".
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
The Warriors making a switch here. Pachulia is checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Korver comes in for Dwayne Wade. Outside, Green. And that misses. That would have put him up. And, Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending.
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Calderon with it. Guarded now by Durant. And it's Korver in the corner. It's a pick by Love. And there's Korver on the assist by Calderon. And the Cavaliers lead by 4. Now Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here is Durant. It's stolen by Korver. Up in time. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers on top, leading by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their reserves showed up tonight. Not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I like to see them press to action a little bit more.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard. Doris, you respect the art of the assist. You always have. That's part of your DNA. In the NBA now, which guys, in your opinion, are the most fun to watch in terms of their playmaking ability?
Well, I'd be interested in your take on this, but you could make the case that it's a non-point guard who's the best pure passer in the NBA. When a guy like LeBron James is differentiating between teammates about how they want to make the catch. One guy wants the ball on the seams, one guy doesn't care, and LeBron James goes to try to fit the needs of those players. Kev, come on, how good is that?
Oh, it's the best. And you know what? I think we're seeing, we talk about a positionless game. I think everybody's got that nice ability to pass the ball. I think they've even taken more to an art form where they take pride in the way they set up a teammate. The passing has never been better.
Agreed.
Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball.
Oh, the athleticism and the speed of James in the open floor never ceases to impress. He is just a beast at finishing these fast break opportunities.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Outside Durant. Green with a screen on James. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by James.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
And the Warriors with some changes. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Thompson.
Listen, the Warriors are an incredible offensive juggernaut, but the reality is this team has been a championship caliber team because of their defense. The versatility of Draymond Green helps contribute to a team that led the league in opponents' field goal percentage and led the league last season in blocks and steals. Truly incredible on that end.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Kyle Korver. Green, no luck.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Outside, Green. Smith on the wing. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Down low. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Here is Cook. Wade is covering. Here's Green. Wide open shot is on the money.
Boy, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is. If he's got the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
Now, here's Wade. He's got 5. Six on the shot clock. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot. I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the perimeter shot.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Wade dishes to Fry. Osman. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 8 points for him. Pass to West. Here's McCall. Pass to Green.
You just admire Draymond Green for so many things. This guy is a talkative, passionate guy who certainly fires up the group around him.
The Warriors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Calderon. That one doesn't go. And so it's Cleveland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Eventually, we're going to have some fun tonight. This should be fun. It should always be fun, all right? But we're just kind of fighting ourselves still. Just continue to look to move the ball, get some kind of flow offensively, and D up down here, we'll start enjoying ourselves.
Great way to look at it. Steve Kerr asking his guys to go out there and have some fun. Not every coach is going to say that. He emphasizes that.
Yeah, and that's his style. I mean, he's an encouraging coach who really demands greatness. I mean, he's certainly been around enough greatness in his career to know what to look for.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Calderon is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Crowder kicks to James. Cleveland moving it around. It's stolen by Livingston. Over Calderon. That's short off the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson.
2 shots. 5. Elbow. 2.
That free throw good from Wade.
And a Kyrie's trade demand over the summer, a reflection of his frayed relationship with LeBron. James, with a forceful personality, it seems that may have grated on Irving.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. A switch here also for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Thompson. Livingston, no luck.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
James, the pass to Calderon. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Timeout.
And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
And LeBron remains an outspoken leader on this Cavs team. Still interesting, though, to see whether he alters his style somewhat in light of the Kyrie situation. Perhaps leaving more to the coaches and looking to blend in more with his teammates.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thanks, David.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
And Love with the second chance points.
You know, to me, guys, the possession there was all about the perseverance by Love on the offensive glass. Just a force to be reckoned with.
The screen from Thompson. Livingston kicks to Green. Pachulia with the screen on Crowder. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Well, Draymond Green is a smart, strong guy who is able to finish through contact.
What can you say about the playmaking ability of Draymond Green? He has evolved, Doris, into a point forward for one of the most high-powered offenses in NBA history.
Right, Draymond Green makes this system work. He's got tremendous vision. He can handle the basketball, can create for his teammates, and most importantly, he's an unselfish guy who wants his teammates to score.
Feeds it to Love. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And it's 7 points for Love.
Well, Kevin Love specializes in finding the open space on the floor, pays off with a nice catch and shoot.
Durant against James. Pachulia with the screen on Korver. The tricky little pass fake there, working well.
Well, Klay Thompson can score at all 3 levels, doing work in the mid-range right now.
Cleveland leading by 13. 1:22 left in the game. Love with the screen on Durant. Wade outside. Love with the screen for Wade. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Cleveland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LeBron.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. West a screen on Calderon. Cook dishes to West. Pass to McCaw. Pick by West. Off the pick. No good from McCaw. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
No good from Fry. Here is Cook. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.